Black magic. You got to know, got to show.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
There we
What's
are.
up?
RATG TV live. We are live here from Bordertown Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, Ryan. I put the Ryan and Ryan in that guy. And that guy today is this guy right there, the Welland Wingnut. And look at this guy that we got right here.
Mr. Punch Kick Chop.
Mr. Punch Kick Chop, the hardest hitter in all of pro wrestling. Tarik, how's it going, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here.
Good
I
show.
know you talked to
Another-
me about this, so I'm happy to be on it.
Hey, listen, this is another title for you. Like, you're just, you're collecting everywhere you go,
I know.
man.
Well, yeah.
Is this your time?
That's sort of my thing now. I'll just win titles, you know.
And it's not a bad thing to be. You know?
Yeah, it was fun, man. Tomer Shalom, good opponent, man. He brought it, man. So
Well, hey, let's talk a little bit, and of course, this is going to be a little bit of a shoot because we work for everybody and kind of talk to everybody. So, new Smash champion.
Yep.
That was huge. And
it's the greatest thing I've ever done in wrestling, man.
really?
Yeah.
Honestly, no. And
That's not taking any knocks away from Bordertown, but that title, man, the prestige behind that title, and the people have held that title, right? It's they're on bigger stages now, man.
And
but
you put on one hell of a match there.
You were there, right?
No, I got to watch it.
Oh, man.
I sometimes hide in the background of some of these shows, but
yeah, thanks, man.
no, it's my pleasure. Tell our fans, though, that might not be familiar with you, tell them a little bit about yourself, tell them about maybe the pillars, and what they need to know about the hardest hitter in all pro wrestling.
Yeah, well, man, I'm as legit as they come, man. I try to have fun out there, man, but at the same time, I know when business is business, man. So, you know, I've been wrestling, this is going into my 9th year as a professional wrestler, and I'm along for the ride, man. I've got a couple buddies now these days, you know, with Tyson Dukes, Brent Banks, and I don't really get along with Sebastian Suave, but he's there, right? He's over in that corner. I pretty much.
Well, you guys put on a hell of a fight for the Smash title, right?
You know, we've been feuding for geez, almost the better half of the whole year, almost, right?
Wow.
So, but I mean, he's good, man. When he's on, he's very
right.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to shows like this and everything, and I mean, you've got the indie shows here at Bordertown, you've got the bigger shows at Smash, you've made your impact at Impact. I know, I'm the first one to ever say that, right? First one to ever say it.
Yeah. Go out there and make an impact.
Right, well, I got my inner Scott D'Amore for that one. But there's got to be a different feeling for each of those, of course, but like, do you keep still doing these smaller ones just because, you know, is it more of the practice, or is this, you know, is there still the love for it?
Well, yeah, there's love for it. I would love to do this full-time throughout my week, you know what I mean? I would love to do that. That's obviously my goal and my dream. But at the same time, man, I have to stay sharp, man. You know, I have to stay sharp in professional wrestling. You know, mentally, wrestling is very much so a mind game. You know? It's very much so mental, you know. So you have to keep sharp with all this stuff, man. You don't want to be rusty. You want to make sure you're performing at a high level every single time you wrestle, man. Whether it's in front of 70 people, or in front of 200 people, whether it's in front of 1,000 people, you got to make sure you're on, man. And I take a lot of pride in my performance and the amount of passion and the amount of how much I've invested into it. It's starting to show now, but you really have to be locked in the mind for wrestling.
Right, and you're saying, just if I can kind of piggyback on that, it's starting to show now.
Yeah.
This seems to be your time right now. Like,
thanks, man. Thanks.
Like you're huge everywhere, and everybody knows your name right now.
Thanks, man.
How do you deal with that? And what do you like? Obviously, you haven't reached your final form.
Right, yeah. It's just trying to keep the ball moving, man. You know, you don't want to become stagnant. You know?
Right,
You
understandable.
don't want to become stagnant, right? The matches you have, if they're named guys, if they're not named guys, if they're, you know, tonight's stuff, if it's tomorrow's stuff, it's just a matter of making sure you're putting forth a good, solid effort every time. Never phoning it in, man.
Right.
Going out there and busting your ass, man.
Because you wouldn't want someone doing that to you either, right? You don't want anyone to get.
Right. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep making these waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. The more time my name is seen, the more times somebody's retweeting something, the more times somebody's favorite or liking something. It's just it's keeping the ball moving and the tires, you know, going. You know, we're not spinning, but we're progressing.
Right. Always moving forward, never going backwards.
Yeah, and it's tough, man. I can tell you, wrestling, tough game, man.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever happens in the wrestling ring, that's one portion of it, but everything behind that, man, it's a little bit different.
Right, and we've talked to other wrestlers, and they always say that the easy part is the in-the-ring stuff.
Yeah. Fortunately, you know, Yeah, well, here's the thing: you're never gonna please everybody, man. You know, there's always gonna be somebody that's not your cup of tea, you know,
Right.
so or you're not their cup of tea. So the best thing to do, man, is try to be a good person, man. You know, try to be a good person.
Yeah.
Whether you handle
Is
yourself.
that hard in this business?
For me, it's not because I generally am. I try to be a genuine person. Now, it's taken me a couple of years, right? But it's the whole gradual point of learning from your mistakes and moving forward. You know, so trying to be a good person, man, with everything you do, whether it's you know, with fans, whether it's with your family, whether it's with friends, whether it's with stuff you post on social media, it's trying to do the right thing.
Right.
I say that, and that's the most important thing is being happy for yourself.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, knowing that you went out and left it all out on the mat and put on a good performance every night.
That's really it, man. I try to do me, man. People. That's the thing. People know if you know Tarik, you know what you're gonna get. You know,
Exactly.
And
if you're following on Twitter, you're probably going to laugh at everything that he's posting. So.
Yeah, people have actually accused me of being too positive. You know.
Right.
I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? So.
Yes, it is
don't
2018.
you dare be positive.
It's 2018. We're not allowed to be happy.
I know,
No.
right? You know,
But let me say a couple things. One, thank you so much for doing the show with
no
us.
problem, man, no problem.
Congrats on all the titles, and most congrats on being a new dad, man.
Oh, bro. Oh, man. I
How's
love
that?
guy,
How's
man.
that? Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
So has he got the punch, kick, chop down
Well,
already?
he did kick me in the face last night, right? So it's.
And those baby boots are hard, man. Like,
I know,
there's nothing
man.
worse than
I
those
mean,
baby boots.
They're not as hard as like a haku kick, but like, because he didn't wear boots, right?
right. I was just gonna say-
But no.
And we're not even going to talk about Haku being back in the ring now as well. With
Oh,
with the
my
OG
goodness, man.
BC.
Well, yeah, it's an amazing feeling, man. Like you always hear these stories about, wait till you have a child, or I don't know if you guys have children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so.
Mine are almost out of the house, thankfully.
Three in high school.
You
So.
see, yeah, man. Like when you first, this is all new to me, right? But like when you first hold him or her, or you hear all these stories about how it's gonna be, or this is the way it's really cliche, man. But it's so true, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you see him, and it's like this is mine. You know? This is ours, my wife and mine. But it's just like it's incredible to see this and hold him and just. He's looking at you. I'll change him and then I'll put him on the bed and then I'll just maybe go to grab something close by him and then he'll start whining a bit and then I'll pick him up and he'll stop, right? So like we're already starting to
Because he
form.
knows, he got that big bond.
It really is the most important job in the world because you're responsible for shaping that young mind. You're going to have a hit firsthand in making that person who they are.
Kudos to all the mothers out there, man. That is not an easy job, man. That's a tough job, man.
And also when people want to complain about teachers not getting paid enough, listen, man, you got to deal with 30 of those little motherfuckers for the entire day.
Easy job, man.
Take all the money in the world. Give them all the money.
barely gets any sleep, man.
Right.
It's like and she's always tired, man, but she still does her job with a smile on her face. And
I was
she's been
gonna
a mother for 3 weeks, and she's just doing an
Wow.
incredible job, man.
Yeah, and you guys post a lot, and she looks like a really fun
She
lady.
is
Like you
best
guys
person
look
I've ever
like
met.
you guys get along
Legitimately,
a lot.
dude, like the best person I've ever met, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
really happy to hear that. Well, looks like everything's turning up, Tarik, and hey, what better guy for it to happen to than this guy right here? Thanks so much for being on the RATG TV show, man.
No problem,
Thanks for having us out, and always good to us. For Ryan, for the Welland Wingnut, and for the champ, Tarik. There's another one. Take care, guys. Peace.